This may turn out to be the longest lecture that you have this semester delivered in this format, so we're going to move right along with it. Because this is a broad unit and because the original PowerPoint is pretty old, the graphics are not supported. I'm unable to cut the file and divide it up the way I did some of the others. But the material is taken almost directly from my little workbook on COM theory and concepts, so you shouldn't have any trouble if you need to go back and take a look at that. You've probably discovered already this semester that there's a high correlation between what's in the workbook and what you see on the PowerPoint slides. But there's some really cute graphics with examples on this one that I'm going to let you read, but they do provide explanation of points. Within an organization, communication moves upward, downward, and horizontally. In upward communication, subordinates communicate about themselves, their performance, their problems. They talk about other people and their problems. They talk about organizational practices and policies. And they often talk about what needs to be done and how they think it should be done. And here's an example at the Ford Motor Company, presumably, and the workers explaining the problem of what he thinks needs to be done. Upward communication is important, but it's difficult because of worker vulnerability. In many organizations, you're at risk if you go in and express your opinions, particularly if they're critical to the boss. But it does reduce psychological distance between the status levels, and it can reduce distortion and withholding of information. So it's very important to planning, decision-making, and motivation. For subordinates engaging in upward communication, it can give them a sense of personal worth. They feel like they're valued because their ideas are being accepted. They get to participate in the decision-making process. They get to provide information and feedback to management. So this ability to submit their own ideas is an important one, and here's another example of our manager engaging as a subordinate, upward communicating in an upward fashion.